Some Dunedin residents have spent the day cleaning up while others are still waiting for floodwaters, heavy floodwaters there to subside. The weekend deluge dumped more rain in a day than the average for the entire month in some areas, with some towns having a state of emergency declared. That was lifted throughout Otago today. About 220 households were evacuated across the region, with the council saying it could be days until some can go back. Our reporter Tom Furley and visual journalist Claire Easton-Farrelly went to take a look.
The settlement of Henley bore the worst of the weekend's rain, with 35 households evacuated. Slips and slowly subsiding floodwaters still make reaching it difficult. Travis Stewart, his wife and 3 young children live on the banks of the Taieri River and have spent a busy day cleaning up again.
We've had about 6 floods here since we've been here. We've been here about 5 years. This is the highest it's ever been since we've been here.
Although Civil Defence came round on Friday night, they decided to stay put, knowing their house had been built higher than the flood banks.
Now the clean-up begins as the water recedes, so we'll just scrape off the worst of it and then hose it all off, and as the water recedes there'll just be more to do. We'll just be moving chickens back once we clean the chicken coop and move a bit of mud around the driveway, but we're pretty lucky compared to a few people down the road further.
Emma McGregor, her husband and 2 kids, only moved into their place a year ago.
Yeah, we knew it was a flood zone.
Right.
We didn't realise it was like this.
Are you surprised? How do you feel about the amount of water that's come through?
Wee bit overwhelmed, but yeah.
Yeah. While they were able to move some of their vehicles up onto higher ground, a car remains underwater on their backyard and a new motorbike is submerged in the garage.
We got the boat from the front of our house to our friends who had brought their boat down to the riverbank there and grabbed our dogs and headed down to their house.
So you had a little boat handy. Why is that? Just what would you normally use the boat for?
Duck shooting. Yeah, we had the boat handy. We had it tied up to the deck just in case we had to get out in a hurry.
They're off to live with their grandparents for a while, and along with many others won't be able to return to live until things have dried out and silt and mud has been cleaned away. Liz McIntyre and Bronwyn Henry usually have a view overlooking green fields.
Saturday morning, woke up, came down to make coffee, opened the door to let the dogs out, and we had a lake right up to it was unreal. So of course naturally I had to go and wake her up to say, "You got to come and see this." Henley, the Taieri plains have just disappeared.
Power was turned off in Henley for safety, although it has been restored to most with the help of emergency generators. For Liz McIntyre and Bronwyn Henry, spirits are high. Living off the grid, they could offer us a cup of tea.
We're very lucky. People laughed at us when we bought this place, but being good Go Guides, we're cosy as.
The Dunedin City Council is encouraging people to avoid going back to Henley because of the health risk as floodwaters subside. It says it could be a number of days until people can return. From Dunedin for Checkpoint, Tom Furley.